Hi guys, welcome to a new episode of M.A.A.D Cool Radio, where it's raw, it's real, it's mad. I'm your host, Monica Ruacaba, and I have here A.D. Crenshaw, aka also known Crenshaw the Barber. Whoop, whoop, whoop! Thank you, A.D. Well, are you excited? You ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
You weren't prepared for these questions.
I know. I was a little nervous about that, but yeah. It's okay. I'll figure it out.
People ask me for questions a lot before, but I always have my intro. It's raw, it's real. So
so it goes with the theme.
Yes,
I get it.
Yes. So you wear a lot of hats because you are an educator, a barber, a podcaster, photographer, but a creative and artist. How do you feel like all of that has led together and come together in your life?
I think, barbering came first. That's what I started with.
Yeah.
And then I began doing photography and videography inside the shop, and I started using those skills to take photos and advertise for myself. But the more that I did photos or videos, I really desired to learn more. And so the more that I grew in knowledge, the more that I seen that was out there in each avenue, the more I wanted to do.
Yeah.
And so now being in the industry of barbering, at a higher level, in my opinion, I'm learning that all those skills were built to equip me for where I am right now. So I guess that's how I do all of that right now.
Because it's a lot. But it's also in your title, in your Instagram title, you have artist. And I feel like it ties with all that you are and everything that you express. Is there another form of self-expression that you feel that you're kind of missing out on, or you're trying to discover as you're putting yourself out there in all these art forms already?
I mean, honestly, I try to express myself in each way. So as a barber, there's a level of artistry that you can perform in that, and then I don't want to say it reaches its plateau, but there's just artists, it's kind of like water, it's not formed, you know? And so when I'm in the barbering world, there's different versions of fades or designs and color and those things. But when I do photography or videography, there's a different form of artistry in that, whereas I'm not so much focused on the details of a fade or a design or color. It's more so of how can I draw the characteristics or the personality out of this person in the theme that we've chosen for that particular set.
Yeah.
So.
Damn. How long have you been a barber for?
A barber since 2015.
2015?
Yeah. Professionally.
Yeah, professionally.
But I mean, we all start in the kitchen or locker room or wherever, so.
So that's when 2015 is when you were cutting hair, even at home or just.
No.
How back does it go?
Junior high school,
Damn. So you were getting everyone phase, hey, come meet me.
I was lying to people. I don't know which camera you look at, but I was lying to people and telling them I knew how to cut hair, but I was really practicing.
Would you charge them?
No. I didn't start charging really until college, and then it was only $5. So.
Damn.
And then sometimes I wouldn't even get $5 because bro, I don't have it. I'm okay, it's cool. Whatever. Yeah. But I got my reps in,
So you already have your 10,000 hours in?
Yeah, I probably have
more.
Way more.
Yeah. Damn.
Yeah.
So that's crazy. So what got you into barbering? Because that is a creative art itself. So has someone been in your family a barber, or where did that get picked up? Or that passion?
Honestly, just going to the barbershops. And at that time, it was more so you just walked in on a Saturday morning, you were there all day long, or after school, after basketball practice or whatever.
Yeah.
Sometimes it was before a game. So I think just being in that environment and being an artistic person, way before I knew that's what it was, and admiring what I seen, the transformation. And so from there, I would be in art class or history class or whatever, and I would be doodling. But what I would do was draw ahead and put a fade on it.
Oh, shit.
So
that's
I
cool.
was drawing edge ups and things like that way before I even picked up a pair of clippers. So I think I just got curious, and I wanted to get, so Dollar artistry was art. It was Dollar General.
Yeah.
And whenever me and my mom would go there, I would always see the beard trimmers. And one day I just asked for them, and she got them, and I was just, edging up myself and my mustache at the time. That's all I had. And I started using those clippers to do it on other people. And
beard clippers?
Yeah.
Damn.
It was beard trimmers. I mean, it wasn't anything serious.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm like, beard trimmers, like you're getting haircuts. I'm like, damn. Yeah. It was working. It was different. Yeah. Damn, so you said you went to college. Did you go to school? Obviously, you're a licensed barber, but were you going to college for like an artistic form, or what were you going to college for?
So initially, I was going for art because I didn't know what I wanted to go for. And the thing was, after you graduate high school, you just go to college. That's just what you did. Yeah. But I had no direction. I had no vision about what it is that I wanted to do. So I was like, well, art class was my favorite class.
You were drawing fucking face.
So I was like, let me go for art. I had no direction in that. Then I started to really think about, okay, how am I going to make money doing this? And I had no idea about photography, videography, any of that stuff. So that was short-lived. Then I did non-major, then business because everyone was doing business. And then I finally landed on doing like social work. So social work is what I really zeroed in on, and graduated from TJC in Tyler, Texas. And the program that they have for social work, they would have a upper level professor come down to the JUCO college from the University of Stephen F. Austin. Yeah. And after you finished that program, you would go over to SFA. So I did I did 2 semesters at SFA, and then after that, I was just done. I was done with school. I didn't see any like real direction for where I was going with it. So dropped out. Then I just started working in random jobs like grocery stores, gyms. And then throughout all that time, I was really realizing that everything that I did consistently throughout all that indirection was cutting people's hair. So then I just had the idea I should go to barber school. Yeah. So I saved money and went to barber school.
Damn. Yeah. It's a journey that took you there, and you've actually stayed for like a long story, like what, 10 more years than that?
Yeah. Well, so it's 10 years now.
Damn. Yeah. Oh yeah, 2025. Yeah. Damn. Like that was the whole decade. I'm like, I'm not in 24 anymore. Like, what year are we?
Yeah.
Wow. And so, like, how have you met people that have supported you in your journey as a barber or even artistically?
I mean, being in a barbershop, you come across a variety of different people, whether it's like blue collar, white collar, or, entrepreneurs. So I think just the process of someone getting their hair cut, you learn if this person is like for you or someone that's like vibing on your frequency, and throughout time, there's just people that they just kind of pop out to you, whether it's a conversation. And let me step back a little bit. Sometimes it's just providing a service, and you're cordial, you're professional. And then sometimes there's relationships that evolve from that where people feel comfortable in expressing things about their personal life. And so there's kind of like an exchange that goes on beyond the haircut and beyond the currency. And then there's like work friendship that kind of develops. So the one person I can think of off the top of my head is Justin, and he goes by Blue Jay. And he's the one that actually introduced me to photography and videography. And so from 2016 all the way up until now, that's when our friendship began and how it started. So that's one person. Another person was a really good friend, is a really good friend, but we just don't have that connection as far as being in close proximity. He was actually the person that, his name is Chad Hudson, and he actually was there for me in a moment when I was just really going through a lot. And he could tell in while I was cutting his hair, and he was like, "What's going on?" And I was telling him this and that, and it was revolving around me cutting hair full time, and like how I was just feeling stuck at the job that I was currently at. And he was like, "Well, it just sounds like you should leave the job," you know?
Yeah.
And I was like, "Yeah, that's pretty much it," you know? So literally that day after finishing the shift at the barbershop, I literally went to the job I was working at, walked in, went to HR, and I was like, "Hey, you know, I just want to let you guys know that this is pretty much my last day."
Oh, shit.
Yeah. And they were like, "So are you going to finish your shift?" And I said, "No, I just want to let you know that I'm not going to come here anymore." And they was like, "Well, you have to go let your team leaders know and all that." So I went down there, said the same thing, same response. So everyone was like really shook that I just walked in, because I had promised 40 hours a week, full benefits. Like the money was good, like check every week. But it just wasn't fulfilling. So, yeah, I just jumped ship and swam across over to the barber world, and that's where I've been since.
Shit.
Yeah.
Damn. I feel like, because like I'm such a believer, like you're lost in ways in life, but you're just wandering to see what you like.
Yeah.
So the fact that you have actually found people to like support you is really good. But also the fact that you're open, that like you switch positions with one of your clients, because a lot of times like a barber, a hairdresser, anyone who's like providing a service tends to be more than just what they're providing. Their counselors are listening, like there's so much. So do you feel like their social work has helped you in a way to understand clients, or be like a better service?
To be honest, I really don't think too much about what I learned in social work and apply it to barbering. I think I'm a heartfelt person, like very sensitive to like my surroundings and like the people I interact with. And I think like being in church, younger, like adolescence and college years, I learned how to interact with people.
Yeah.
And I see how they both correlate. And I think just being in both realms, subconsciously I picked up things that helped me connect with people in the barbershop.
Nice.
Yeah.
Dang. So like, obviously you say you have some experience from Tyler, Texas. Do you feel like moving to New Mexico has changed has impacted your creative flow? Are you like more creative when you were there, or do you feel like New Mexico has helped you like be more creative in a way?
Yeah, I think I was definitely creative in Tyler, Texas, and it was kind of like those baby steps into photography, videography, finding my place in barbering. And I think I would continue to reach these moments of plateau, and I would get frustrated, and then I would recreate myself. And so I would keep doing that, and then eventually I was just, there's nothing else for me to do. And so I didn't know that I just needed to be in a different environment. And definitely I owe a lot of my growth and creativity to New Mexico and Albuquerque, because here everyone is so free-spirited, and like I admire the people that are entrepreneurs here and they create things from nothing. I admire the people that they go up to pop-ups and they believe in their brand so much that you have honestly like no other thing but to believe in it as well, you know? And so seeing that in people here is kind of what I needed. Not kind of, it's what I needed in this season of life. And so, yeah.
Damn. Who like from New Mexico has inspired your influence? Because to be honest, your brand is very very like special, tailored to you, and obviously because you know yourself, it feels like you display like what you know of yourself, and it's professional and it's business manner. Like you're going to constantly raise your own pedestal. So like I understand like the plateau, like oh like wait, but like my counselor told me like you're constantly raising the pedestal, so you're like oh damn, like where do I go next? Like what's the next? So like it's constantly reinventing yourself. You're like okay, we got this shit done, but let me do something next. Like who am I now? Like all right, I am this, so what is it next? But damn, so like who from New Mexico has inspired you or like helped you? Because as Blue Jay and the other person from here, or they're from another place?
From Tyler.
Oh, okay, okay.
So Here, I would have to say Isaac Lujan at Essentials Barber Boutique and Chris Martinez for sure.
Okay.
These two people are the owners of Essentials Barber Boutique, and this is the only barbershop that I've worked at. And so seeing them, like they're younger than me. Yeah, and so seeing them being aggressive in like what it is that they want out of life and what they want out of their business is really inspiring for me, being someone that I've always just had to figure out on my own, you know, and so they really inspired me to just go after what I want, you know, and Tyler, it's not that there wasn't people like that, but I guess like the lifestyle wasn't similar enough to mine to kind of like really get me over the hump, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you feel like you kind of stand out in New Mexico? Like your own personality, your own style kind of stands out from like other people?
Yeah, I believe so. Yeah. And I think it's because, again, everyone here, whether they see it or not, they are stand out in their own way. And it's kind of like when you're comfortable in yourself and you step out in that, it gives people freedom to do the same.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I stand out, but in my own way. And, yeah.
Do you feel like you've always been this confident? Because you will be dancing on, you like post not like everything, but like you'll be showing your like yourself. Yeah. Like what like makes you like happy and like even from like the Halloween. Like, So do you feel like you've always been this confident?
I think I've grown into it. I think I've always been, I don't want to say always.
And I'm the shit. Just say it. Like,
no. It's not even like that. I think everyone really, they know what they like, but they allow the outward influence them inwardly. Meaning whether it's your friends, your family, people like that, people you admire. And so you don't really walk out in the things that you want to, or you don't show certain things about yourself because you may be afraid of, or we may be afraid of the backlash or, you know.
Yeah, like how people perceive you or judgment.
Exactly.
Or especially like if you are trying to be a professional in the industry. Yeah. And especially like, because with your social media, it does look like you use it as your marketing, as in this is who I am as a barber, but also as a person behind the barber.
Right.
So like, how do you feel like as of now, because you have like 402 like posts. I'm like, damn, that's a lot.
I feel like it's not a lot though.
It's not a lot, but it's a lot. But because compared to like other people where they've put themselves out there consistently, it shows that you're putting yourself out there consistently. So do you feel like you still fall short in some places?
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think it's my own desires along with where I believe where I want to see myself. Yeah. And then the people in that realm, I see how much they put out, or I see how hard they work, or what is perceived to me. And it just makes me want to go harder because I feel like there's still more gas in the tank. And maybe I'm not applying myself as much as I should. And just wanting to speak a little bit more on the confidence thing, I think for myself, being in a new environment, it allows me to just be who I am, who I wanted to be, like maybe the past 4 or 5 years. But I was hitting that plateau, and it really wasn't. How many more times can I recreate myself and people just see me for who I am or who they believe to know me as? And it's not that I've become this completely different person here in Albuquerque, but it's allowed me that freedom, that space to just be, you know? So.
Damn. Yeah, I definitely, like, how long have you been in New Mexico for?
4 years now.
4 years?
Yeah, since 21.
Since 21?
Yeah.
Damn. And was it like New Mexico's it? Like Albuquerque, that's the place? Or did it stumble like upon you to like, well, let me check out Albuquerque, New Mexico?
Yeah, I think it's like one of those things where it stumbles, you know? You're like, okay, well, this is where I am, you know?
Yeah.
And make the best out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm like, damn, out of all places you could have chosen to go live, you chose.
Everyone always say that, honestly. So, like,
so since an outsider in a way, and like you did mention, everyone does. Everyone born here and raised here, we're all like, really, why here? Like, we're trying to get out of here. Like, we're trying to break our pedestal from here.
But it's just like that in East Texas, though. Everyone that's there, people from the big city come there, and it's like, why? Why did you move here? But everyone is where they are for a specific reason, whether they know it or not.
Yeah.
You know, I would have never thought that I would become the person that I am here in Albuquerque, you know?
Damn.
So
since you've moved here, you feel like you've seen that elevation. You've seen like your own transformation in a way. Damn.
Yeah. And even people back at home, they say the same thing. It's like, dang, you're doing like this and that. And like I'm thankful for that, you know, and it's good to see your own growth, but when other people notice it, it's like, okay, like I'm not just imagining all of this stuff.
I'm not the Lulu,
you know?
No, okay. Wow, I'm just like, why is that nothing? I'm trying to leave from here. I'm like, what? So do you feel like you always wanted to be creative or an artist? Like, because sometimes when I ask people that, like, they give me, like, a little bit like, oh, I was drawing back then. But you never know. Like, my son's drawing now, and he's like, nah, I'm not going to be an artist. I want to be Spider-Man. And I'm like, it's not a job. But did you always feel like it was, like, your calling in a way? Like, it was trying to get you to be like, come here.
I don't know. Honestly. I don't know how to answer that one.
Yeah.
Did I always think that I was going to be a creative person? No.
No?
Yeah.
Damn. Because I'm like, your hat even says art.
What's that?
Your hat even says art.
Yeah, well, that's just me understanding who I am now. But it's not something that, I'm going to be an artist. I just chose art initially out of high school because I didn't know what else to do and I needed to go to college, you know?
So, like, you said that people, like, when they recognize you, like, oh, you're doing all this and all that. Do you feel like you have, like, you could accept that? Like, oh, yeah. Because people are like, oh, you're a podcaster, you're an artist. And I'm like, huh? Like, I'm just Monica. Like, I'm just Monica. I'm just doing what I like. So do you feel like you've been able to take on that title? Like, yeah, I'm a fucking artist. Yeah, I'm an artist.
Yeah, I accept it now for sure.
Nice.
And in every way where I'm just doing crazy things with my hair or wearing crazy balloon pants, you know.
Yeah.
At this point, it's just, I like fashion too. And it's funny because when I was like early years of college, I was wearing like Hollister, like tight shirts, but then still wearing baggy jeans. Yeah. Made no sense with backpacks like strapped on the back where I was
tight.
Walking. So I just evolved into, like people were making fun of me for doing that then, but I didn't care. And I think we learn how to care about what other people think instead of just being who we are. And so now, so like I would look at like GQ magazines all the time. And now I look at them in two different ways. Like I look at magazines that poses for photography. I look at them for like, you know, insight on like how to do a campaign or something like that.
Yeah.
Or how I want to wear clothes or how people putting clothes together now, you know? So.
No, because that's one thing, like, you do stand out is also, like, in your fashion and style of expression. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't pick those, like, style of clothes, but you know what to me, they're fucking dope. I'm just like, yeah, it's cool. Like,
it's whatever.
So, like, even since then, like, Tyler, you said that you mentioned, like, a little bit, like, did you have, like, some type of sense of style that you were trying to discover yourself in a way? What would you call your style right now? My bad.
Me? Yeah, I don't know. I'm eclectic. Yeah.
Clean.
Yeah, I just wake up in the morning and I'm like, what do I want to wear today? And I just start piecing stuff together. So I don't know. I would say eclectic just because it's here and there pieces put together and then like an urban flair to it.
Yeah, because it's like gives street, but then also you wear boots, and then it's like,
it's like depending on when you come into the barbershop, you don't know what AD you're going to get.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, I'm here to cut your hair.
Yeah.
Because it's funny, some people walk in and I guess they see my profile picture on Booksy, like when they book, and then they see me in the shop and they're like, is this the same person? I was like, it's me.
Damn. So you got to be posting more pictures of your fits. Like, yeah, because... I'm like, bro, you gotta use yourself. There's so many forms that you still like. How do you feel like as like, and also not only an artist but also someone who puts out art? Like, how do you find that balance to like, because like more like it's really rare if you do post a picture of like of yourself or not of yourself but like of the fit or like the aesthetic or the theme. But like, how is it to find that balance to be the art and put out art?
Yeah. I think I'm still figuring that out. And you mentioned earlier about me dancing on like Instagram or doing like these different weird things on. I think because like when people meet me initially, like I just have like this straight face.
Yeah, I'm very serious.
And it's not because I'm trying to portray anything or that I'm like just trying to put up this facade. For me, I don't know how to interact with someone until we have like some kind of dialogue and we kind of feel each other out. And for me, I think I've always, my baby pictures, it's funny. It's like it has all slobber on it, but it has born leader and it has like a basketball in the born part, which I love playing basketball. Yeah. And then like my frown is like, oh my gosh, like I'm talking about me mugging at a baby drooling, you know? And so I think I put people off initially because my demeanor is just like so stoic. But I mean, I've learned I can't handle or I can't like portray myself any other way than who I am. And then like we can just go from there. And so I think for me, I still need to learn how to deal with that. Yeah. And knowing that people may perceive me a certain way because of my demeanor on social media, because people aren't having interaction with me. I want them to see that I can go to that extent of being goofy and having a great time, but don't be put off by my appearance like initially. Yeah. So that's why the balance now is where you do see photos of me just not having any emotion, because I want you to see that before you meet me, but I also want you to see that like I'm personable. And it's like learning how to market it myself, but also still stay true to who I am. So that's how I do that. Yeah,
because like someone from like, I was like trying to look back, I'm like, damn, how long have I known AD for? Like, I'm like, because one time I had someone like mention in I shared like a video like of a video of a haircut that you did for my son, and then someone was like, oh yeah, they cut my brother's hair, and I was just like, oh yeah, like I know him because he cut my hair. Yeah. So I'm just like, damn, like I definitely do see and understand like that demeanor, because like from someone who is a client, I definitely am intimidated like a little, and I'm like, I'm not intimidated often, and so I'm like, what can I say to him? But can I even? Is this okay? Like, it's okay. But it's definitely like something you just have to like get used to someone and just being like, oh, okay, like I don't know if this is business right now or this is like something like off the clock. Like, okay, I could say this, I could talk about this. But
so okay. Because I think about that. There's times when I hang out with people outside of work and like I'm completely different than when it is in the shop. And like we can hang out the night before and have like great time, like drinks, food, whatever. And then the next day it's in the shop and it's like, okay, like I'm in business mode. And I know that can be like, well, I was like, yeah, but I'm in. And so that's taking one hat off and put on another. Yeah. And I used to beat myself up a lot about that. It's like, yo, I can't be that way. But I really take what I do seriously. And I want people to respect what I do. And it's not that I don't think people respect what I do or they don't respect me. It's just what it is, you know? And another thing, like, I talk to people about is, like, barbering. Like, I love it. It's an art form. It's a free form. There really isn't much structure to it. It's only the structure that you implement, you know? And so I really want to change the narrative of barbering not being a professional profession, and do my due diligence in like orchestrating that and showing that, especially for people that are coming fresh out of school. So,
yeah, like the storytelling behind it. Well, that's where More Than a Haircut really comes out, and it really stands out too. Because, like, to be honest, your videos are cool.
Thank you.
I'm like, wait, the laundromat and then the gas station.
Yeah,
like,
I gotta thank you. I gotta say thanks to Joe, Fragile Boy. He's been helping me, and that's allowed me to be even more creative because now I'm not thinking about every intricate detail. I can like dream a little bit and then like orchestrate like what it is that I'm trying to put out there. You know? Yeah.
But I just find them so cool. I'm like, they're so artistic, and like someone who had experience like from like, obviously I had my years when I was in beauty school, I got my license, and I was like, oh, okay, this is not for me. But the way I saw those videos was like, you don't notice people's haircuts, but they're there, like in plain sight. So like, I'm just like, damn, like I don't know, I just thought they were so cool. I was just like, you're everywhere you go out on a daily basis. Like if someone's really looking at your hair, your outfit, like how you're expressing yourself, it's there. It's in hidden form.
Exactly.
So the fact, like the gas station, I was just like, oh shit, like that's I'm like, I could see you doing like Central, zooming out. Like I have so many places. I'm like, yo, ED, that's sick. That's so cool. But I'm like, damn, like it's definitely a storytelling because like. Yeah, like there's so many haircuts that are in plain sight that are just in your everyday life, but I don't know. I was just like, that's so fucking perfect.
So like what sparked that idea was me thinking about because people ask me, so how did you get into cutting hair? You know? And I think about the times that are pivotal for me, like really loving, like I love cutting hair. And it was like in high school, like before a basketball game or like being at home, like we lived, and when I was in college, there was a group of us at the house, we call it 626 because that was literally like the address. But it was right across the street from the college. And so I would cut up basketball players and college or football players, different students, and they would come over to the house and I would cut them in the living room. I would cut them in like the dining room or the kitchen sometimes. And that's how that idea sparked. Like, okay, where are these random places that people like get the idea that I want to be a barber, or they see hair, and so that's how we're like rolling these themed videos right now.
Damn. So like, what does More Than a Haircut mean to you?
So More Than a Haircut is that, you know?
You're like, I just explained it.
No, but More Than a Haircut. Okay, so the platform is like a multifaceted platform. So it's a hosting platform for barbers or entrepreneurs, people that have a brand, a story that they want to share. And then it's also a learning platform where whether it's like one-on-one learning, like fading or shear techniques for cutting hair, or a group setting. So that's what it is.
Damn. So just how has it been like you being an educator, like a teacher, from a student to a teacher now? Yeah.
So it's cool because even when I was in barber school, I was one of the people that were helping other people like learn how to cut hair.
You're a natural born, it's like you're like in that shirt from like a baby. You're like, I've been a leader,
It's really wild for me because I've always been just a silent person that just leads by example, and so now being in this realm of like actually vocalizing leadership and how to go about things in certain settings, you know. So it's been rewarding because it's cool to be able to think that I will be a pivotal person in someone else's life as other people were in my life that I have mentioned earlier. And being an educator it's a different avenue. I think you have to have a heart to like really want to help people and really want to see them successful. I don't think there's much room for like ego in educating because my train of thought is like, I want to teach people what I know who are willing to learn what I know, and hopefully they take that and be better than me. And
that's a great teacher,
you know. And then there's people that maybe have not thought about that, and then they see their student as a competitor, and then I don't think it should be like that.
Yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up because like, as someone who also is someone like into coaching and like personal development and all that, it is definitely something you have to like gain as a teacher, to be like, if I train someone, their potential is meant to be greater than mine, because I'm only meant to learn so much so that I could help someone make it easier for them.
Yeah.
And so definitely like that, I'm really glad you brought that up, because that's like a lot of people do the competition and like, oh no, like it's supposed to make me better and me constantly evolve and learn. Well, if you're a good teacher, you're gonna have so many students, and they're gonna make you evolve. They're gonna make you better, because you're learning communication, you're learning teaching methods, and there's a lot of people take hands-on, visual. Like there's so many like teaching methods.
Yeah.
But with your journey, have you read a book that has really had a trajectory on your life, on like how your success, on you going forward? Has there been a book that has impacted you?
For sure, I would say The Alchemist. And I really need to read it again. I feel like that's a book that you should read periodically throughout life.
Yeah.
Because I've only read it once. I read it twice. But it's been a long time in between each, and that needs to be a book I read this year. So The Alchemist. It's just a story about a guy he's chasing this thing, and in each stage of chasing that thing, he realized that he really had it previously. And so I don't want to give too much of the book away, but I definitely suggest that one.
Are you sure you just don't remember it? I'm just kidding.
A mixture of both. I'm not gonna, let's keep it raw. It's a mixture of both. I can remember like visually what I was imagining while I was reading that book, and that's what keeps me going. And so there's a situation that occurs, and I'm like, oh, okay, I remember it. But I don't want to like paraphrase, or I don't want to really like say, oh, this was in the book, because we all have our interpretation of what's being read. So I don't want to give too much of my interpretation of the book and what it meant for me and rob someone from reading it. So you feel me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, that's actually really good. Yeah, because as many times I read certain books, there's always certain things that pop up, and I'm just like, what the hell? Like, when did they rewrite this? Like, this is not here. And there's been a lot of books that I've reread, and I'm just like, oh shit. Like I wasn't ready to be open to receptive at that time, because obviously I bypassed it, and I was like, but like I think like one book I'd probably recommend, and since like I feel like a lot of just artists need to read, is The Artist's Way.
The Artist's Way?
Yeah, by Julia Cameron. And honestly, it really just like came to me because of like Doechii and like the Grammys and like her own journey. It's a book about like spirituality and like being like as creative as you can without being blocked, like trying to figure out how to unblock yourself. But it's a sense of having to believe in a higher intelligence and God and stuff like that. But that book, it's a really good book. I only started the intro and I was crying. I was like, oh my gosh, like I really, just the words of like, we just hold ourselves back. Like everything we're saying, like holding ourselves back for certain people, or like not knowing like, is this what I want to even do? Or is this how am I even expressing myself fully? But I definitely like The Alchemist. The Alchemist is my top 10 books of that's gotta like most read. So like out of all your passions, which has been like the most challenging, or like the one you've had to overcome a lot more self-doubt? And like to me, I feel like asking these questions because I guess like what we project on social media is that not that we're very successful, but that we have it all together. Or to be honest, if someone to look at your social media, be like, damn, like this guy's got it. Like from like his aesthetic, from like how he expresses himself. So like versus when it is like your journey, it is challenging. There is like things that I'm like, fuck, like I can't believe I'm like going through this right now. So yeah.
I'm sorry, can you answer?
Out of all your passions, which ones had like the most challenging or you faced the most self-doubt with?
Yeah. I think all of it combined, because that's where it is right now.
Yeah.
Like being a photographer, you see so many talented people, and then like in person, like I feel like there's a lot of people that's like way more artistic and creative than me. And so I think the biggest challenge is probably just like staying in my lane, you know? Like, sometimes you look over here or you look that way and you're like, oh, and you look at what you're doing, it's like, this is shit, you know? And so that's probably like the biggest challenge that I'm constantly overcoming is just learning that, you know, what's for that person is for that person and the same for the other. And just trusting that I'm on the path that I need to be. And like, yeah, online, it looks like I'm very successful. I think I'm successful, you know, and everyone's version of what success looks like is different.
Yeah.
And, you know, when I put a lot of like self-help stuff on my stories or like when I'm talking to people, like I'm talking to them as if I'm also talking to myself because like we all are trying to obtain something in life, whatever it is. And like sometimes we just need someone to agree with us with that thing, whether we understand why or why not, you know? So that's a long way of answering that question, but...
No, it's good. It's a good one. Like, because that's something, like, you really have to, like, not be comparing yourself because that's something that if you don't stick to your lane, you might just crash. And so it's like, oh, damn, like, I see what's for them, like, and just being like, oh, constant, like, okay, well, that's cool, it's for you, but what's possible for them is possible for me when it's my time. So, damn, I like that. Stay in your own lane. It's actually a song, but I have to remember who wrote it. I'm like, ugh. So, like, with the world evolving every day, like, how do you stay on top of, like, social media changing? Because a lot of your work is there. So, like, how do you stay on top of it?
I think for me, just being consistent with posting and staying, like, keeping my ear to the ground with the industry, whether it's barbering or photography, videography, like, there's a lot of trends that happen and picking and choosing what you want to tap into or not. Understanding your why, understanding, you know, what it is that you're trying to accomplish. And so myself, just like wanting to be the best educator I can be in each stage, utilizing my photography, my videography to market and brand myself. And within doing that, it keeps me up to par, in my opinion.
Yeah. And then just, like, consistently posting, you just keep finding your people. Like, your people just keep finding you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I recently heard this guy say, stop doing everything you're doing for the people that's in your city. And so prior to hearing that, we were actually doing orientation for the essential shops. Just kind of like laying down a new foundation for the people that are there and the people that are coming in. And on that story that morning before getting ready for it, it was like I was getting myself prepared for like what I wanted to speak on and things like that. And then the thought just came to my mind. It's like, don't like perform for where you are, perform for where you want to be. And so that's how I keep myself like active on social media and posting and things like that, because though I'm here, like I don't see myself here like extremely long term, and I don't know where I'm going to be, but I'm always like thinking about, okay, where do I want to be? Where do I see myself? Like, what does that person look like? And in order for me to reach that person, I need to be my best version right now. So that's part of it too.
Damn, that hit, because like I was just like, yeah, like where you want to be, like, cause damn,
because it's cool, like everything that we're doing right now, everyone is like, is hella dope, you know, but like, where do you want to be? And if you'd even like envision that person and what it takes to be there, you know. And for me to be that person, I need to be consistent now. I need to work hard now and do my best now.
So do you, because you did mention about Joseph earlier and about how it's like kind of helping you be a little bit more open. Was it like hard for you to find someone to help you to like put your vision out there, or was it just finding someone and then communicating what you wanted?
Yeah, I think going back to the ego, because Joe is very creative. And he challenged me, even though he doesn't know it, but I like that. And he's like such a humble guy.
Yeah.
And initially, like, I was kind of put off by him because I didn't know who he was. Again, like me in my way. So when I seen him, like, it could have been me being in my ego and kind of like whatever about that guy, you know? But I allow myself not to, because you never know who's going to be there for you when you need them, you know? And so it took me stepping out of like thinking I don't need people to reach out to him and say, hey man, I got this thing going on. I like your work. Can you can you shoot it and I'll pay you? Like, let me know your price. Yeah. And that's how our relationship started. And like now, like we're creating things together, like, and it's cool. Yeah. But none of the stuff this past, I won't say none of it, but the past 2 to 3 months, like I've been able to elevate like my content because I stumped on my ego and said I needed help. Whether it was indirectly or directly saying, I need your help. You know what I mean? And yeah, it takes, for me to be that person that I want to be, I need someone to help me get there, you know, at the end of the day. Yeah.
Well, honestly, it's a good thing you also mentioned The Alchemist, because like, I don't want to mention the book, paraphrasing it, but The Alchemist, the guy who actually goes on the journey, like he actually comes upon like someone where he was working for them and like the rocks, and like he was like, hey, if you put this outside, like this could actually work. And he's like, what the fuck? Like, you don't know shit. Like, you don't know my business. Right. Like, so it definitely like on your journey of like The Alchemist, you definitely become like the student and also the ego, where it's like, damn, I do need this help. And even that little bit of change could change so much, like your whole ass energy and how you input it and also where you put it. So definitely like, I understand also from a person of perfectionism, but not even perfectionism. It's my style. So I'm like, I have a vision for this. Can you really like do it? Like, so it's definitely like, I'm glad that you mentioned about the kind of having stumbling on the ego, like, you know what, like, I like your work, but I need help. I need help too. What is an advice you have for people who struggle to embrace their full creative selves?
They have struggled with that. I think they just need to trust themselves and be okay with doing something and not liking it. Like, we do a lot of things like creatively behind closed doors, but some stuff is for us, but then some stuff needs to be put out in the world. And you never know who you may spark, who you may inspire, and get out of our own head of like, oh, what if people don't like this? And if they don't like it, fine. If they like it, fine. Just keep going, you know?
Damn. Because like, that's really good, yeah, because there is a lot of people that struggle regardless if they are putting themselves out there. It's just like, oh, damn, like, that's still not good enough. And then they, like, for me, like, I'll post something and I'm like, oh, I should have autocorrect that. I guess, like, that constant, like, oh, yeah, just post it. And regardless, it's very obvious I don't know what autocorrect is, or like, grammar or grammarly. But definitely I do, like, especially, like, a lot of people that have come across now on the podcast, and I'm like, why aren't you, like, I thought I was M.A.A. on social media. Why do you only have one song out? Like, are you even, like, sure you want to do this? But it's definitely, like, keeping yourself, not just creative, but also being it. So, like, that's pretty big. But are you ready for your rapid fire questions? It's not too crazy. It's not too crazy. I'm like, what's one song that you always gets you in the creative mode?
Okay, I don't have a song that gets me in the creative mood. No, I hear songs and it just randomly starts getting my ideas going.
Oh shit! Damn.
So throughout the shop, like cutting hair all day, like we constantly have music playing, and every once in a while there's a song that pops out and. It's crazy. It's like, what's that? You remember that show, That's So Raven?
Yes.
So, like, she'd be like, oh, wait. And then there's, like, this bubble. Thing. Like, literally, that's how it happens for me. It's not the whole bubble. It's not, like, it's just like, oh, okay, I like this song. Like, I see different cuts, or I see, like, a vision about, what if I did this and that? You know? So, that's how it works. So, like, honestly, like, the next, So there's one song that I heard, but it gave me like Godfather theme, like vibes. And so like one of the inserts for like More Than a Haircut, like the theme videos, like it's probably gonna be like something like that.
Oh shit!
You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I don't want to speak too much on it because I'm still kind of like
brainstorming. Yeah. No, okay. I could see you just like so many. And it's crazy where we find creativity too. Yeah. Like it's really like a song or something that someone says, and you're like, oh shit! Like I was thinking that. Like, how did you see that one word?
Sometimes just driving by like random buildings, like spark. Oh, like this is a location for a shoot, and I would do this or that. You know.
Damn. Yeah. Now that's one of my questions. I was about to say, like, if like in a location or an environment has like helps you strike like your inspiration. But that's cool because honestly, it's really like amazing that you have all these creative forms because then you do see all these creative spaces, all these places, or even if like, because I know Joseph does music, but even like for a music video, like there's just so much where you can find yourself and art to be like, oh, this is it. Like this is the place at this time, at this lighting. Like I already know what. But so we were talking about The Godfather. What is a guilty pleasure movie or TV show that you watch?
I like watching horror movies.
Horror movies? Yeah.
And it's pretty bad because, like, watching horror movies.
If I watch more horror movies, I'm like the one with Disney on the phone. Like, after, like, okay.
I just don't watch them at night. Or
No, it's when I watch horror movies because it's a lot of like possession. Like there's just obviously horror.
Yeah, some of those I don't watch some of them because some of them are just like too spiritual. Like I just pick up on. I'm like, I can't. You know.
Yeah, and then sometimes like I'll be like, don't repeat what they're saying. Like, but it's like, don't say that. Like, don't like. Yeah, so I'm just like, fuck God, please. I'm not condemning no spirit on me. I'm like, but. Like, out of everything you have tried and stuff, like, what is one thing you've tried but you won't ever do again? You're like, oh, hell no.
Rapping.
Rapping?
Yeah.
I'm like, we could have got your freestyle in here. They were ready for you.
It's like, nah, I cannot rap. That's with all the rhythm that I have, I cannot rap and I can't play the drums.
Oh.
Yeah. So.
But you've tried.
Yeah, I've tried.
Yeah.
I'll try drums again, but rapping, it's just not me. It's not in me.
Is it like, what is it? I can't find like you just like
it's just like things to say. I think I'm too,
From someone who say you're quiet, like what the?
Like I'll be on the mic like,
do I diss you? Do I give you praise? There's like new like instead of like raps, you like give people like an affirmation. So it's like like dissing them. You're like, you're so fresh. You're so.
I cannot think of his names right now. But there's this guy on YouTube, and he has this, like, real ambiance going on, like, lights and plants and everything like that. He's like, so today we're going to talk about this and that. And, like, his voice is, like, so soothing. I could probably do something like that. Yeah.
You can? I was just like, wait, what? This is asthma.
No.
TikTok be getting me into like, should I do that? Like, is this gonna help me somehow? Because there's asthma like, and I'm
some of those are like, I can look at them for about 15 seconds. And I'm like, that's too much.
I don't even know if it's people like that's their voice, or that's on the microphone. Do you know? You don't know?
Yeah, I don't know.
So, if you could have a superpower, what would it be?
This one.
Yeah, what would it be?
I always ask people this. It would be to like speak and understand each language.
Oh shit!
Because it used to be like transporting. But what's the point in transporting or teleporting to another region of the country or world, and you can't speak the language or understand it?
Yeah. Shit,
you know,
that's cool.
That's the superpower.
Damn, like I think about like your brain, like you can't. Like as it is, you can't what's it called? Like you can't activate like the whole thing. So like to imagine to have like even more languages and to speak it. Yeah. Oh shit. Like.
And then for me, because it just kind of broadens your scale of what you can, who you can connect with, who you know. Because if you think about it, like language barrier is probably like the biggest thing that divides us. You know, imagine if you walk out of here and you can speak to any person. Yeah. You know?
Oh, shit. That's great. I would learn so much more, like, drama. Like, what'd you say about me in Mandarin, bitch? Like, I took my grandma to go get her nails done today, and I'm like, you guys are probably talking shit. I'm like, or you guys are, I don't know what you guys are saying, but yeah, definitely. Yeah. My thing, I guess, like, that's kind of cool. Would you add sign language to one of that?
That's a good one. I never thought about that. Yeah. I mean, it's a language, right?
But there's more than one. There's a Spanish sign language, there's an English sign language.
I think I'm going to have to say no to the sign language because that's too much.
Yeah.
I feel like, yeah.
Damn. Actually, I want to go to learn sign language. Yeah. I used to play, when I used to play basketball in like high school, middle school, and we would play against the School of Deaf. And I've always been the person like where I'm like, I'm trying to meet people, like understand them. So I would always just like, are you okay? Like, and then they would answer back to me. I'm like, oh shit, I didn't get that far. I just want to know you okay. Like, do you need help? But definitely I get the all the languages. That's cool. I'm like, damn, I'd be so much more proficient in Spanish. Like, I'm such a no sabo. Me and my son are like, huh? We're getting there. So what's one thing that people would be surprised to learn about you? You speak Spanish. What?
I don't know. Because
you pick your nose.
Stuff like that.
Like anything. It could be like from like skills wise, from like human wise.
I can't think of anything right now. I haven't a brain for it.
So awareness is key. What is one thing you're currently working on that about yourself?
Something I'm working on about myself? I guess like to articulate my frustrations without being too emotional. But I'm not really like emotional in that way. I used to be. Yeah, I think I'm just articulating frustrations. Yeah, because for me, it would be real easy just to not deal with it. And still be okay with the person, but just not address it, you know?
Yeah, that's a good one. Because, like, it's like accountability in a way. And, like, understanding, like, if you had a fault or, like, if it's something, like, you continue to take from them or, like, I guess, like, that's, like, kind of, like, pretty broad of an answer, like, the frustrations.
It's because it's a rapid fire question, and I really haven't had time to think about that. So that would be my rapid.
Oh, that's answer. That's the last answer. The last question.
What?
Well, what's one thing you're working on about yourself?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm saying it's the last one, so you can take your time.
Okay. Yeah, being efficient and being intentional. Yeah, I mean, it's a simple answer, but it's really complex because I think of, like, as I say that, I'm thinking about everything that I'm working on right now. And so my time management is, like, I thought I was, like, really anal about time, but now it's, like, literally I'm really thinking about, okay, how much more time? I'm not talking about this situation here, but just in general. Like, with everything that I'm trying to accomplish, like, I really have to be intentional with my time and not still slack on it in some areas, you know? But yeah.
Damn. You never thought about, like, getting a little bit more help on those areas?
Yeah, but the finances aren't there. And it's still, like, a baby for me with these different things. And it's also, like, waiting for the right people to come along, like how Joe came. Because I don't want people to be a part of something that, like, this may sound arrogant, but it's really not coming from that place. But I don't want to have to ask people to be a part of it. I want them to be a part of it. You know, I want them to ask me to be a part of it. Because I feel like when someone is seeking something, that's another reason, or that's another reason why I created More Than a Haircut, is because I kind of got tired of reaching out to be a part of other people's things and, like, have to go through this, like, jungle of leaps and bounds to show my worth. And it's like, I just really like what you do and I want to add to it. And then the question is, well, what do you do? It's like, well, have you not seen any
art,
of that?
bro,
No.
art, like.
It's like, so like this constant like feeling of having to like prove myself, or I was like, how about I just put all the energy that I'm trying to be a part of someone else's stuff and just do my own thing, you know? So understanding that that's how, and I say that respectfully, because even now as I'm creating this and you're asking me this question about what have you thought about having more help, I'm like, yeah, but do I want like everyone? You know what I mean? And so now I'm in a position where I see why it's hard to get in other places, because they want the right people, and it makes me respect their brand even more. You know, so
damn,
you feel me?
Yeah, but honestly, I don't feel like that's arrogant. It's just knowing what you want, and it's definitely like, but also putting out what you want, because if you don't put out what you want, then how are people gonna find you?
Yeah, for sure. And I think
when
I'm
the time's
working
right,
with that, you know.
But one thing I wanted to like mention on this podcast, because like obviously we're talking about your brand, and because it's not just More Than a Haircut, it's Crenshaw the Barber, it's Crenshaw Creatives, it's YouTube, it's everything that you kind of express yourself. But it's also like you're building the brand as you go, and also at the same time it's you. It's like you're self-expressive. And like one time, like you did mention once, was like you showed me like the video about like the brand is built as you go on the journey, and so I'm like, oh, that just stood out to me. Like I'm just like, damn, like sometimes you just really need to hear that. Like I may not be where I'm at, but I'm getting there. But I'm by becoming who I see at the end result.
Yeah, for sure.
So
even like what you're doing now with M.A.A.D Radio, like I remember like when you were coming to get your haircut, that you were talking about wanting to do something different, you know, and like it starts there. It starts with like the desire, the thought, and then actively putting things into play, you know? So.
Yeah. Do you feel like you've had moments like that where you've talked about your dreams and people are like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah,
okay.
definitely.
Yeah. I still
That's
have that.
why when people share dreams to me, one, I'm honored that they would even like speak on it with me. Two, it shows me that they feel comfortable doing that. And like three, I want to be another voice that encourages them to do it. Because there's a lot of people that would just be like, oh, why you want to do that? It's like, well, why not? You know?
Yeah, like,
so
I like it. Why not? Yeah. So, like, because it's like, to me, I feel like I find it super relating, because I'm like, I also do like other things that are like, what? I'm like, yeah, guys, I'm not the dancer right now. I'm the podcaster. Like, what do you guys want? Like, what's up? But it's definitely like, where do you see, because I'm like, I like see myself in 5 years, like a certain place. But like this question just came up to me, like, where do you see yourself in 5 years?
In 5 years, I used to hate that question.
Yeah?
Yeah. And I think it's because I didn't have an answer. And ironically enough, I still don't have an answer.
You're like, no, whatever gets there.
Yeah. 5 years from now, it'd be nice if I could have like a space where I can do everything under one roof. Everything that I'm doing now, like I'm having to bounce here and there and over there. It's like if I could have it under one roof, that would be amazing. So if it doesn't happen in 5 years, it will be the next 5 years.
You're like, it's in the 10 years. It's in the plan. It's going to get done when it gets there.
So, yeah. Just continue to grow, you know?
Yeah. Just keep doing what you're doing and what you like.
Yeah.
Well, damn. Well, thank you, lady, for being here. And I appreciate
thank you for having me.
Of course. I'm like, well, you guys could definitely check out more of A.D. at Crenshaw the Barber on Instagram. On Facebook? No. A.D. Crenshaw.
Like, low-key, like, Crenshaw the Barber Instagram is where you can find everything else.
Everything? Okay. The link tree. And also on the show notes. I'll put everything on the show notes where you can find them from YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Where do we see your podcast? Only on YouTube? Not only
so the podcast is still under wraps. I'm just kind of rolling out the series now. Once I reach 10 episodes, then we're going to push for the podcast.
Okay.
So just kind of be a little more strategic with like the rollout.
Yeah. It's a lot, huh? It's a lot of planning. It's a lot. I was showing my counselor. I was like, I have like these 3, like 6. I was not even 12, like fucking cubes, and I have all my podcast planned on there.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right,
dope.
July it's 4 episodes. June it's fucking 5 episodes. Like it's constant planning. And so I'm like, I couldn't imagine you like barbering, haircuts,
definitely need to get
photograph all.
I need to get that where I can literally write things down and get them out of my head so I can see. Okay, boom, boom, boom. Let's go. Yeah.
I believe like in the power of writing. Do you write down your goals, or are you just a vocal type
I have them written down in the journal.
Yeah.
I don't visit them as much because I know what they are, and every day I'm just slowly working towards that. You know, small strides.
Yeah. Nice. Well, guys, thank you for this episode, and definitely check us out in the show notes, but also in the next. We'll see you guys. Thanks, AD.
Thank you.